everybody, I'm the Pigglesworth, and welcome back to AlphaCraft. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, I'll stop. I'm going to make somebody sick doing that. We are starting out here. R.I.P. Red Cross cow. Poor little cow. I don't know what happened to him. What I really don't know is, could a cow jump up here and get out? Well, no, because I'm bumping my head. Let's see here. And I'm hitting... Did somebody let my cow go? Or did the cow really get killed from one of those boar creatures running through here? I can't remember what they're called now. I'm thinking what we might have to do is put some gates right here. Some little gates. Just so if anything does pop through that portal, it doesn't make its way through the gate. That might be the way to go. And then we can put another cow. Not right here. Put another cow over here so that we can have the cow that keeps you from having any kind of cursed effects when you go into the base. But I figured I would start out... Uh-oh. Ooh, piggy. Piggy, piggy, piggy. You have blocks out here that appear to be stone instead of dirt, so people can see them, and they can see the trick you're doing here. You need to put dirt there. We'll have to come back and fix that. But I figured I would start out here because I am beginning the mountain peaks. I've talked about doing these for quite some time, and I've just decided I'm pretty much going to try and work on these off camera, off and on, and just kind of show you little updates as they get built, because they're going to take a long time to build. They're going to be obvious that they're being built. And what I can't do is I can't make like a time lapse showing me building the mountain peaks, because that's going to take like weeks. The peaks will take weeks, I tell you. And for me to not put out an episode for weeks, or to try avoid looking at the mountain for weeks while I do that, so that the time lapse is actually a surprise, that ain't going to happen. There ain't no way it's going to happen. So I figured, you know what, we'll just make it as little updates, so you can kind of get an idea of how big the mountain is going to be. I'm thinking this, I probably want it to go a little bit taller, maybe right in here. I don't know. I've seen some other people building mountains, because right now, as of recording this, we don't have the mountain update in Minecraft. I think that's coming in 1.17. So mountains have to be built manually. And I've seen, I think it was Pixel Riffs and Flip, both of which I used to be on a server with on Decidedly Vanilla. Got to hang out with them momentarily before they moved on to their great and glorious Minecraft moving on up kind of ordeal. Both of them have really good channels. Really, really creative stuff that they do too. They both deserve it. They're really good workers. Really good builders. Really good content creators. But anyway, one trick that I've seen them do is to kind of outline a profile of how they want the mountain to go. So what I think I need to do is maybe go through a few areas and sketch how I want the peaks to look from one angle, and then draw it the other way. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, see how this one goes from me, away from me, like that? So draw a few more different ones, and then we'll turn 90 degrees, and we'll draw a line going this way that kind of connects all the peaks, and that's going to give us like a wireframe. If any of you have ever worked on doing like 3D modeling on computers for like video games, or you've done 3D modeling maybe for CG animation, or you've ever seen like special effects people doing stuff like that, you make a topography. You make a shape of the surface with very basic lines, very basic triangles or rectangles, just very basic shapes. You work out the topography, the surface area of the shape you want. And then you come back in after you've worked out the basic shape, and you start adding all the details. So I think that's what we're going to do. Look at that. I think I managed to squeeze all that in there, and hopefully it made sense. So we're going to take a little bit different way into the base than what you're used to. I'm hoping this is going to land where I want it to. Oh, that'll work. That will definitely work. Oh, we got another pig, a stray pig. They're everywhere. Of course, there's one running around right now. But we can notice that wherever I go, I've got carrots in front of me. That's how I lead myself alone, is with the, not alone, along. That's how I lead myself along. I'll get it right eventually. Oh, gosh. That's not going to work. We're going to have one block out here. It's going to be stone instead of jungle wood, and everybody will know. Everybody know it. Piggy's been a slacker, and he couldn't bring all the jungle wood out here to get everything nice and half slab. So we're going to come down here. A couple episodes back, we created a way where we've got water streams that are going to flow through here, and the overflow will get sent over this way. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the potatoes are pretty much filled up. We have a little bit of bone meal starting. So I don't know if that is from some stuff I dumped in the system or if that's from potatoes. You know, there's one thing that I would like to have on this system is maybe like a trash can somewhere where I can dump things that will decay into bone meal and let it get brought into this system. Let's see. I think this is carrots. So I think this is potatoes. So let's do this real quick. I'm really hoping that... Okay. So I'm hoping that glass goes into my inventory, because if not, I'm going to have to fish it out of that system. Okay, so this hopper is not filled up with potatoes yet. So we've still got a little ways to go, it looks like. Let's see. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I just washed it all away. Hopefully we didn't run any redstone down there. Way to go, Piggy. Oh my gosh. But yeah, okay, so apparently... Where did the glass go? Oh no. Did that glass go into the system? I guess I'll find out when I go get some carrots or something. Or some potatoes. I don't know where it went now. Well, great. Okay, so we'll have to get some glass. Keep that on the checklist. But right now, this bone meal gathering right here, this is useless. This is completely pointless. I am not going to jump over the mountain. Do you hear that? You know what that is? That's that guard. Right on the other side of this wall is the tunnel going into the base. That's where the guard is. Okay, never mind. Yeah, but you know how they say the cow jumped over the moon? Well, the pig is not going to jump over the mountain just so we can come down here and get bone meal. We're going to have to contrive a method or a way that's going to let us create bone meal in this little bone meal factory, but then we've got to send the bone meal into the base, and I've got just the way to do it, and I've got just the build, the little decorative build that's going to store or gather and hold on to the bone meal for us, all in a hopefully a very nice, neat little package. But let's run over here. So we get these little air vents. We're eventually going to have to build them upwards. Run over here. I'm going to show you. So we get a little bit of a profile started with the mountain. Kind of mix and match in the diorite and snow to try and come up with some different textures. At first I thought about it. I'm like, you know what we could do? We could get like some purplish looking, you know how you've got clay blocks and concrete blocks? Well, some of the clay blocks, if you mix them with like gray or purple or something, you get these off purple colors. And then there's also the prismarine blocks, the different prismarine colors. And so I thought maybe I could use those for like mountain peaks, because you know you have like some mountains, some minerals or whatever that the rock is made out of. Depending on the way that the sun hits it, you get these really, really purplish looking hues in the rock, different colors and whatnot. So I was kind of kicking around the idea of maybe doing that, but I don't know if I want to do it yet, or I may not want to do it right here in the front because we got some other stuff that's going to be going on here. Now you can see I've been doing a lot of detail right here. This is still just my outline. It's very rough. I figured I would work on this for just a little bit, just to kind of get a feel for the way I wanted to do this. And I think I've done 3 or 4 blocks wide of detail in here, but I probably need to go back and do that wireframe. Yeah, it's 4 blocks wide. But yeah, we need to go back and do the wireframe setup just so all that makes sense. So if you're scared of heights or it makes you sick, close your eyes for just a second. 3, 2, 1. Don't open them. Okay, you can open it now. I know I got a couple of viewers that say they hope I never do a skyblock, because if I did, they wouldn't be able to watch the series. It gives them vertigo, which is so strange to think of. But, you know, strange things happen. To each their own. I'm sure they didn't choose it at birth, so, you know, no fault of their own. Let's see here. Let's go and run over here. We got a little bit of food. A poison picator. What's a picator, Piggy? Oh, it didn't poison me. Woohoo! It's what my son used to say. My son, when he was little, he used to say picator. Me and my wife could never figure out what in the world he was saying. What in the world is a picator, kid? What are you talking about? Could not figure it out. And then one day we figured it out. See, we thought he was saying potato. So that's why I'd say a potato is a potato. That's not what it was. He was watching Dora Explorer, and we saw an episode where it had a volcano on it. And he said, look, that's the potato. It was the volcano. But it stuck with us for so long, and we can never figure it out for so long that now whenever we see potato, we think potato. Okay, Piggy's done lost his mind. He's gone crazy. But yeah, that's what I wanted to show you, was if you come down inside the base, I wanted to see what it was going to look like. Oh, we can check it out at night, too. See how it's going to look inside the base? As I build this up, standing down here, instead of seeing this hard edge in the sky, we're going to start seeing the profile of a mountain. Now, I'm thinking these peaks are going to be tall. These are going to be a little bit more shallow, maybe. I don't know what these are going to look like, and I definitely think that these peaks are going to be shallow. So, standing way down here, the angle is so steep we may not be able to see it. You might have to go up onto the mezzanine, the balcony, whatever in the world that thing's called, the little walkway up there, to maybe get a higher angle to see a little bit better. Might only be able to see it from this, because see how far away we are, we can see that? That might let us see the mountaintops. You get a semblance that something's going on. I don't know. Standing back here, I know I'm wasting a bunch of time in the beginning of this episode, but I kind of want, okay, cool. Look, from this angle, we'll definitely be able to see if there's a mountain going on there. Let's run over. Them stinking creepers always waiting for me. We're going to take a chance and run over here, because while I'm thinking about this, I want to definitely see, is this going to work or not? Oh yeah, we're going to get like a really cool view of the mountain peaks like that through here. Oh, that was the bees. But right through here, we're probably not going to see as much of a mountain peak, which is fine. It'll work. It'll be just fine, but I thought it'd be fun to start out the episode showing you that. But what I got to do now is I've got to go over to that bone meal factory thingy. I have got to set it up where it's going to be transporting bone meal to a very specific location, and then we need to set up a build that's going to be capturing said bone meal, so it can be a storage, but it can also be a really cool build that goes inside here. We're going to have a few more structures starting to show up in here, which will be nice. Get a little bit more population and density and stuff going on inside here and whatnot. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sleep, make it daytime so we don't get attacked. I'm going to go ahead and set up all the little redstone stuff that we need, and then we're going to start working on a structure, which is going to be the bone meal collection point. So I've gotten some stuff done up above and over in that general area, but I'm not going to show you yet. No, I'm not, because I figured, hey, you know what? This would be a great opportunity to do a little on-camera building. Somewhat of a simple design that we're going to go for with this building. We need it to be just pretty much functional with a little bit of form, and I figured, you know what? Let's go and just build that on camera. That could be fun to do. So we're going to run over here. There's one more material I need. Now, I know that I got a shipment of bone blocks from Stina. I think those are it. I think that's what I dumped in there. We're going to build with some bone blocks. And, yeah. We'll have to wait and see after we're done how much bone block we've got left, because this might say, hey, Piggy, you, buddy, you need to go ahead and get another shipment of bone blocks. But we're going to wait and see. We're going to see how far we can get with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build one side of the wall, and then from there, I will go ahead and make the other three sides. You know what I didn't do? Oh, stinky stinkerish. Let's see here. 1, 2. Okay, and 1, 2. Oh, I think it works. I think it's going to work. Okay. I was very concerned because I lined this up on the ground properly, but I didn't check to make sure that the floor was going to line up the way I thought it would, but I think it does. I think so. If not, I'll have to tear it down and shift it a little bit, but we're going to go ahead and go with this. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and 1, 2, 3. I want to do like that. And, oh, stinky. Piggy, come on now. Oh, all of a sudden now that's a recipe. Are you kidding me? Is that a recipe? No, it's not. Let's see here. Oh, that's interesting. I forgot about that block. No, that's not a recipe. I forget what server it was. It might have been Full Stack. There was a server where they had a data pack, and you could take the dark oak logs and put them in your crafting interface, and you could go ahead and make them stripped instead of having to do it with the axe. I think that's how it worked. I can't remember. Let's see here. We're going to do that, and then 1, 2, 3. I think we'll come back to that. Okay, we're gonna wait and hold off on that. So this steps down. And I would like for this pattern that I'm going to do to match at the same time. So we need to go 1, 2, and then we'll do the spruce log, which is good, which works because that lets me be able to jump up. And it's kind of weird because I'm using darker logs and then stripping them so they actually look lighter. And then we go with the spruce right there. And we'll go ahead and give you a good smack. 1, 2. Did that smack? Okay, I didn't think I heard a sound. I wasn't sure. 3 smacks. It is 3, right? Okay, wait. Now, why does this... Wait, we'll just do that. I was going to say, why does that not seem level? But it is. Okay, that works. That works. Stinky. Okay, I did bring a crafting bench. Yeah, and I got to be careful not to place that on the ground. Let's see here. We'll just go ahead and make some materials as we need them. I tell you what, I really wish that there was like, I could change out that this stonecutter blade, I could swap it out for a regular blade for a saw, and that we could cut stairs just as efficiently. But we can't have nice things, can we? So let's see here. We want to go 1, 2 like that. 1, 2 like that. And then that third one up is going to let us, we're going to put a stair on it. So let's see here. I need to get this bed ready. We're going to run around. This is kind of where it gets tricksy because you don't want to tear up the ground. Oh, man, oh, man. Oh, excuse me. It's been a long weekend, I tell you. Go ahead and sleep. We don't want any bad guys to appear while we're trying to build this really nice build. Okay, and we're going to just hop right up here like that. What did I say? 1, what we got? Stairs, 1, 2, and then the third block right here with some stairs as well. And then what do we got? 1, 2, like that, and then I'll put a half slab right there. I need, should have brought, come with me. Come with me if you want to craft. We'll just run back around here again. Here we go again on my own. Okay, hop down. Smack you right there. And let's see here. What do I want to do? Oh, half slabs. We need some half slabs. Okay, so we get the half slabs going. I do need to get the stone cutter down because we're going to use that in a second for the quartz. So, oh, that was a good jump. Parkour like a boss. So let's see here. That. And that, okay. Oh, it's a little closer than I might have to reposition this. I was thinking it was going to be just a little bit farther back from the walkway. I probably can't reposition it, though, because I've got a hole in the ceiling now that's got to line up with something perfectly. Oh, it'll be what it'll be, right? So let's see here. Let's give ourselves a little temporary block to step up here, and we'll put that half slab right there. And let's see. Over here, we need to do this 1, 2, like that, right? 1, 2. Okay, yeah. I'm more saying right for myself. I know if I said right for you, you'd be like, Piggy, what are you talking about? I can't see anything. How do I know if you're right? We're going to do this. And it's I can't remember who I saw doing this little trick, but I liked it so much. Figured I would incorporate it into a lot of the architectural design of this area. Oh, that's not good. Piggy. Whoop, there we go. We'll do that. Well, you know what? Since I'm down here, I'm going to need to do this anyway. So let's go ahead and do this. We'll build with these bone blocks. So right now we're going to, so that we can, you know how this is just slightly lower than that? Like how we can see that full block, but then you can see that. So we're going to have to go along and dig up just this layer for the first bone block layer. There we go. I love that sound. And we'll do like that. Okay, and then that. I think what I'm going to have to do is, I do have some filler blocks. I'm going to have to come back with some dummy blocks and fill in some of the inside of this where you can't see it. Just so we're not wasting bone blocks on a bunch of interior. There we go. That works. Okay, and then from here, I need some quartz stairs and half slabs. Let's do 6 stairs. We'll do 6 half slabs, and then I'll just come back and kind of adjust accordingly. I do have a whole bunch of nether quartz that I can bust up. I haven't really taken the time to go over and shop at the one little villager I have tucked away for for my quartz. We'll get to that at a later date. So I'm going to smack this down here, and then I think it's this. Yeah, that's right. And do like that. Wait. Oh, no. Swap it out, Piggy. You're doing it backwards. Let's see, we do that and that. Okay, so that goes there. That goes there. We do like this. Almost thinking, let's do this. We'll, because you're not really going to be able to see these blocks up here. And where is that solid block? We'll put you right. No, you go right there. Thank you very much. And then I'm going to put a stair like this and a stair like this. So now all of this has some shape and form to it, and it's all spawn proof as well, which is awesome. Let's see here. Oh, you come here. Break it up, I said. Okay, and then from there, I made a bunch of polished blackstone buttons, and we're going to go through and just add just a little bit of something interesting going on right here to this structure. We'll come over here. See, it kind of looks like a bone castle, made out of bone blocks. It's got a little bit of a turret kind of top to it. A turret top, not a carrot top, a turret top. And now I just have to do this on 3 other sides. Now on the front, because now that you've seen the base, you understand why these roofs, these ceilings for these structures can be wide open, because the cave keeps the rain and stuff off your head. So right here, we're going to knock this out, and we're going to make a little platform that goes into there. It's going to be a little spot where we got all the stuff that's going to be collected. So what I need to do is I'm going to build the other 3 sides and kind of finish this off. Go ahead and get everything nice and solid and ready to go. And then we're going to come back, and hopefully I'm going to have some more of the mountain to show you. I'm going to show you some of how the bone meal gets moved around. How we're going to collect this bone meal. Piggy, how are you doing this? It's okay. Some of you probably got it figured out already. Some of y'all are pretty smart, pretty seasoned Minecraft veterans. Some of you younger folks may not be able to figure it out yet. So just sit tight. I'm going to go ahead and get this finished, and I'll bring you back, and I'll show you what kind of magic we got going on that's going to bring bone meal from way over there to over here. It's a little dark down here, I tell you. Yeah, I've been kind of busy. Yes, I have. Oh, and I'm missing some of my stuff. I left some of my stuff over here. Let's run over here real quick. I was going through and filling in some more jungle wood half slabs because this area was starting to get treacherous, especially since I'm covering up stuff with a mountainside. Once this area gets dark, yikes, it's going to just... Yeah, it's going to be... Oh! Mr. WC Builds, you're welcome. Got you a little photobomb. His video just came out for episode 2. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. I messed up last episode and didn't put descriptions down in the description box for his channel, but it's there now. So go watch it. No excuses. No excuses that I know. Piggy, you missed a spot. Okay, I know what you're saying. You're like, oh my gosh, Piggy, you showed us the underside of a mountain. You're not showing us the mountain. Come on now, show us the mountain. Well, there's the mountain. There you go. How does it look? Does it look great and grand? Mm-hmm. Now, if you're following me on Discord, you've already seen this lattice work. I put it into my spoilers channel on Discord. So all one more reason to follow Piggy on Discord. You can find out stuff that's going to happen days or weeks in advance. Of course, you know how I troll the audience here on videos? Yeah, I troll my Discord followers as well. I can't help it. Sometimes I'll post stuff. I posted a teaser video for a series I wanted to do. I think I did it almost a year ago. And I still haven't put out the series. I've only played half the game and rendered about a third of the video that I've recorded. And I just, you know how things go. Things happen in life and you get to other stuff and different focus, or you run out of time for things. And so I just haven't gotten back around to doing it. But my Discord channel is aware of a series that I've been working on for a whole year. Actually, I haven't been working on it, but still. Okay, I'm running my mouth. So there we go. So what I've done is I've gone around this area and a good chunk of that area, and I have drawn this wireframe that I was talking about, giving me a general idea of the topography, the surface area of what I want the mountain to look like. Let's run over here. Hey, horses, just hanging out. We'll get to you eventually. Like every other project, we'll eventually get to it. Did I bring my bed? Nope, it's still sitting up on the mountain. That's an excuse to climb the mountain then. But yeah, we can kind of see the outline shape, and then what I have to do is just come in and fill it in. Now, right in this area, it's going to be a lot of stone because we're at a lower elevation. We don't really want the snow to start piling up until we get to the elevation where the actual natural snow would be gathering. It'll look nice, but also save me on materials. I can build a lot of the mountainside just out of stone, which I have a ton of, which we've already seen. And just the upper area would be diorite. So let's see here. I kind of want to do this at night. Hopefully nobody will sleep. If they do, it's no bother. But see how we can see this? See what this is starting to look like? See how you're starting to see what's been stuck in my head for almost over a year now? That this area is going to be a hollowed out cave with a sky opening. And out that opening, you'll be able to see the mountains from the inside. Now, the mountains in here are going to look slightly different than the mountains. The mountains. They're not made of cats. They're not made of cats, Piggy. I know, I'm not showing you that building. We'll go over and look at that building in just a second. But the mountains, they're going to have different looks depending on where you stand and what you're looking at, because that's how geography works. Not geography. Whatever the word is. Oh, Bunny's taking a nap. Okay, that'll work. Whatever it means with geology. Geology, that's the word I'm looking for, not geography. There's that mountain pig over there. See him? But yeah, right in here, what I've got is I've got this idea where, because we have this open area down here, you would have a different temperature of air that's inside, especially since we have a civilization. So we've got fires and people walking around, stuff like that. We can see that this water that's exposed to the sky, it does freeze, but down in here it doesn't freeze. Kind of like the way Minecraft works too, right? But so the idea is that warm air would be rushing up through here and it would be melting a lot of the snow. So right around the lip edge of the opening, it's going to be a lot more stone than diorite. Diorite being kind of like a mix of snow. And then as we get a little bit higher, we've got actual snow. But that's what this inside edge is going to look like. Is just, oh gosh, it's kind of hard to... I'm glad I got the double jump going. It definitely helps. But... It's still a little frustrating to run around on here and jump. You got to get your timing just right like that, or else you hit a block. And we'll run over here just so I can show you how far out I've gone. So I've gone this far, but now what we need to do is we need to start tapering downwards to connect to that. And this needs to swoop down a bit. I'm still on the fence. Do I want to leave this area right in here? Or do I want to extend the mountain downwards? I'm not quite certain yet. We'll see how I feel when I get there. I build a lot on intuition. Like if I went back to when I first did episode 1 and I imagined this area, there's a lot of detail here that was not in the image I saw in my head. Actually, it was laid out quite different. But as I started building, the the layout of the land, the natural shape of the land and hills and stuff kind of dictates where certain things goes. Like this area right here, this wasn't even here. It was all flat and open, and I dug a ravine here and then put a roof on it. So that completely changed the way the area looks. So as time goes on and things change and evolve, hey, it's Wild. Welcome back, Wild. It's like push and pull. It's very interesting. So you pull in one direction with an idea, and then the things that you've built push the ideas that you have into a different direction. And so it kind of changes and, for lack of a better word, it evolves over time from an original idea to what is actually there. Sometimes you have to change things for practicality and other whatnots. But we can see on this side that the mountain is a lot more snow than it is a slush melted snow and stone. We'll run down here. Got a little bit of patches of snow down here that have kind of made their way down from the little avalanche or the landslide that happened. We'll come out here. Yeah, I know, this place is still barren. I'm telling you, we're still trying to lay that first layer down, like old Bob Ross, painting one layer and then coming back and painting more layers. We can see, I just redid my intro for 2021. As soon as I get this mountain part built, I'm going to have to redo that little intro because it's going to look way different from what's going on. We can see now, we're starting to see the natural shapes going on. And the reason why I started on the inside is because I thought, one, it would be a little bit easier. Two, it would look a little more dramatic. And three, I do not have enough snow gathered up yet to build up on this because this snow line is going to need to go about right here. Because what happens is snow falls, but as it builds up, it gathers weight and it slides. So wherever you have these steep peaks, say that 10 times fast. Steep peaks. You get these steep peaks right here. The snow isn't going to pack to the side of the stone. It falls down to a flat surface. So you'll see stone jutting straight up right in little patches and areas where it kind of evens and flattens out a little bit right in here. It's going to be more snow. So there's a lot of snow we've got to gather, and I might have to spend some of my snazzy diamonds just to start getting enough snow because I got so many things to build and do. Yeah, I know, you think Piggy's being a little pig hoarding all the diamonds, but I've actually had a plan for that as well. I needed to build up a nice stack of diamonds. Yeah, keep guarding the entrance, guys. I needed to build up a nice stack of diamonds so that I can start buying the materials I need instead of, wasting time. Or not wasting time, but spending time. Later. Double-eyed smile, that's weird. But just, being able to build stuff. So you can kind of argue in a way that this is the base that the lumbering pig built. The money. All that money. Wait a minute. Where did my 32 diamonds go? Great, more stuff is happening. Okay, I'm not going to accuse anybody of taking it because I know the people on the server, they wouldn't come over and just take my diamonds. So something weird is going on again. Okay, refocus, Piggy. We got the end of the episode to do. We'll figure out those diamonds later. But here we go. We got a nice little structure. I had a skeleton head. I just went in and smacked it up there just to kind of say, here is where bones be. Even though it's not bones, it's bone meal. But, simple little build. Kind of a castle design. I don't want to jump down there because then I have to run around and jump back up. But like I said, it's all four sides look the same. I'm going to come back a little bit later. Once I've got one more building I want to put right here in the corner. And once I put that building there, then I think I'm going to start worrying about putting in some landscaping and stuff because it will be easier to build the builds in kind of an empty spot and then landscape around it than to do really nice landscaping and then come back and have to tear it all out because I'm putting a building there. It's just, time saver. But let's see here. I want to look and see how much bone meal we've gathered. Okay, these bone blocks I put here, we've got bone meal there. Now the problem is the timing on this server gets a little wonky crazy. We have got no more bone meal. I've been working on that mountain for a week and we got no bone meal? Come on now. What we got going on here? Okay, that's full of carrots, full of potatoes, and full of beets. So what must be happening right now is the hoppers in there must be filling up. So once those hoppers back up, Then we'll start getting a bone meal. Let's see here if I can figure out a quick, easy way. I was going to throw an ender pearl. We'll do this instead. Okay, so what I've got going on is we have got the water stream that makes the bone meal, brings it over to this spot, and drops it straight down here. Now, I'm gonna just show you. I've got, these are half slabs, so nothing can spawn up here, and I have got hoppers directly underneath this. Watch. Where'd it go? The hopper grabbed it. Let's do this. Oh, working so hard for no spawnable surfaces. There we go. Look, it brought the stone. So I have got, you can kind of see right back there, I've got the top line of hoppers goes down and it turns to the right. So it distributes amongst all these chests. So as the food overflows here, it'll back up and get fed over. Let's go out there and look at it real quick. Like I said, it's been a week since I filmed my last clip. And I cannot for the life of me remember. Usually I try to go back and watch. If it's been a while since my last recording, I go back and watch what I just recorded just to kind of refresh my mind for continuity and all that kind of stuff so I don't repeat myself. But here we are repeating ourselves because Piggy didn't do his job. Let's do that. Yeah, that's not going to work. Piggy the Mountaineer. I'm good at building mountains, but not so good at climbing them apparently. You know, it's going to be real fun, and I say that sarcastically, when the mountain's totally built, because I've been used to just like throwing ender pearls over this thing and climbing over it and stuff. Pretty soon that mountain's going to be built, and then we're really going to have to use the slime sling to get out of here. But here we go. Oh, some free snow. Look at that. This is how you do it. Come on, snow layers, help me out. Yeah, that's the last set snow layers will be in here because it's going to get covered up. But you can see what we got going on here. Come here, you. Server lag. You too. Come with me. So, we got another pig we need to rescue. So, down... Where did it go? Okay. Show, don't tell, Piggy. Show, don't tell. Something's happening. What is that? Ooh. Was that bone meal? I think it was. Oh no. We've got bone meal stuck in there and this thing is not working. So what's going on here? Why is that not ejecting bone meal into the water? Let's do this. Let's reset the system. That's so odd that it's not... No wonder we're not getting any bone meal. Uh-oh. Yeah, exactly. I'm afraid to break into this. See, I knew it. I should have built this with glass. I'm going to have to check that off camera because I'm going to have to pull up all this redstone, and that's going to eject water out, and it's going to flush this whole area and make a big, huge mess. But basically, okay, so we do have 2 pieces of bone meal that got made already, but for whatever reason, it's not... Should that be a dropper, not a dispenser? I think I checked all my other builds and I've been using dispensers, but maybe I'll have to be a dropper. I'll swap it out if need be. But down in this tunnel is where, what did I do? I've slept since then. Yeah, I know. It's like a long meandering clip, isn't it? Oh, that's what it was. Okay, so right down there, I have got the nether tree farm, and any of the overflow is going to get sent this way. Is that water going downwards? Shouldn't it be going up? I do have the bubbles working. Okay, the bubbles. So what happens is all the stuff from over there gets pushed over here, and I'll show you that real quick because that is kind of important. So all this stuff distributes the food. The overflow from the food gets sent here, and it gets sent upwards. Let's see here. There we go. We'll just ender pearl right there. Break our legs. So yeah, it gets brought up to this water chute and gets dropped downwards. And when it drops downwards, it drops onto the roof of the bone meal house, and that gets collected. But what's also cool is, right here, you know how whenever we chop this down and we dump stuff in so it can get distributed... Oh, gosh, pardon me. Ooh, one of them yuck burps. When you have all this leftover stuff in your inventory, you can toss it in here, and it'll get sent through. Watch this. I don't know if roses will decompose, so we're just going to do this. We're going to do some carrots. They get tossed in. I can toss in anything they'll turn into bone meal right here that's in my inventory. It's going to make its way through the system. It's going to go through this filter. You can hear it. It's not going to get put in anything, so it's going to get sent over to that thing that we saw. It goes up over and goes to the bone meal collection. Now the problem is that little elevator thing's not working. Otherwise, we would see a piece of bone meal drop from the ceiling, land on the building, and get collected right here. But alas, there we go. It happened. Did you see it? It was so fast. Oh man, oh man, oh man. The base is finally coming together like a great plan, I tell you. And then we'll finally be able to stand right here and just see a little bit of the sky, some of the mountain. The beacons will be that much more obstructed. We're going to see them right there for now because I have to build something there before I put a roof over it. We're going to get creepers and stuff spawning, which would be terrible. But that's today's episode. That is today's episode. Loving how everything's coming along. We got plenty of wool coming in. Look at that. Uh-oh. And I can see right through you. Oh my gosh. But if you enjoyed today's episode, please click that like button. And if you want to see more of these episodes as I release them and you're not already subscribed, well, go ahead and subscribe. Piggy, you ran around being hungry. And you've got 3 + 1 to go. Come on now. If you want to be notified when new videos come out, make sure you click the notification bell as well. And we'll see if the whole system breaks down or if it actually functions and works. I'm just constantly loving the development of the space and how everything's coming along. And I hope that you are too. I hope that you're enjoying the little journey that we got going on here on this server. And I'm actually kind of excited because of all the giant mega projects that I've always done on my channel. This one's actually looking like it might get at least somewhat close to completion, if you can believe that. Also, if you can believe it, this third segment of the video is almost 20 minutes long. If you questioned if Piggy could run his mouth, I think we've proven my point. I think we've proven that, yes, he can. Given the right amount of time, I could just talk and talk and talk. What do we got going on here? More than little... It's just a feature. That's what it is. It's the Endervine. Enderman Ravine, get it? Yeah, never mind. The Endervine. Oh my gosh. But I'm going to go ahead back to building my mountain, get myself ready for next episode, and that is when I hope to see you is in the next episode of AlphaCraft.